Alright, well, welcome back everybody. So today I just made a little quick video on how to take off the backhoe on the MT232, and then I'm going to put the 3-point arms on that. But before, I'm taking a chance here. There's a chance of rain this afternoon, but I want to get this field finally cut on the first cut. So I've got the Tar River drum mower on the back of my XR 4040, and we're going to take off and mow this field. I'm also doing a regen right now too. That's why I didn't shut the tractor off. Kick her on. Yeah, she's on. Alright, let's see how fast we can go. This is thick, very thick. Go faster than that. Let's try that. Gotta watch out for fawns. So I just finished mowing this field, and this is the field that I really wanted to test that drum mower on, because down here in the bottom there are some nasty dips, and the drum mower did very well except for that one, which at one point I had 3 tires on the ground because that dip is just so bad, and you can't see it because this hay was so high. But it did get the drum mower hung up, and it started to go straight behind me. I had to stop, back up, push it back. So what I'm just going to avoid that area until maybe I'll get some fill dirt for it or something, or use a tiller like we had before on slips. But other than that, I love mowing with that drum mower, and we did it pretty quick. Okay, so we're back. You just saw in the last few clips that yesterday I got out the 1957 Ford 850, my Uncle Mike's tractor, and I used it to rake the hay and to turn it over. And you don't know how much that means to me to be able to get that tractor going. He never used it for hay. He used it for firewood and to cut his grass in his yard. But it's just, that's something I wanted to see for so long. And it did a pretty good job. Going uphill, I had the front tires bouncing a little bit, but yeah, it did pretty good with the rake. So now, let me show you what I've been working on with the baler. Okay, so our first go around with the baler, we got most of the hay done, but then I ended up getting a shear pin or shear bolt down here. And then I replaced that and got it going again. Well, then there's some pins that come out here on this clutch, and they wouldn't come back out. They went in, they're spring loaded, they wouldn't come back out. So I worked on that for forever. I finally got them to come back out. I also got a new clutch hub assembly. I might put that on in the winter. So then I went out and tried it again with the windrows that we still had. They had been rained on, but I thought, let's try it anyway. So we started making some bales, then all of a sudden, a little bump, and it broke the needles. And there's the old needles right there. Broke the needles. So I had to figure that out, and lighting's not very good that way. What it was this chain here going to the knotter. So I took a link out to make it tighter, and also added a spring on that clutch. So I think we're good now. And what my goal is today, last time they said that some of the bales were falling apart on them. I shortened the bales up a little bit back there with that bracket on the metering wheel. And we're going to work on making the bales tighter so that they don't fall apart. So I'm going to hook this up and we're going to start baling. Alright, so we came back out here again today, and I'll show you, hopefully you can see here on video. It's tying good. There's a knot right there. It's tying good on this side. There was two strands of twine on this side, but now there's nothing. And the twine's sitting in the disc right here, but it's not sitting here. It's actually wrapped around the top of the bill hook back there. So I think what I'm going to do, I got another shear bolt too, and I don't know if that's connected or not. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this back, have to get a new shear bolt in there. Then I'm going to clean out this chamber, and we're going to trip the needles by hand and see. I'm wondering if I don't have this needle close enough here. Since I had to put two new needles on, maybe that's what's going on. But I need to see it, so I'm going to go ahead and work on that. And if you have any other tips, let me know in the comments. so as you saw, we got the baler working again yesterday. I've had my dad down here helping me. My brother-in-law and father-in-law came the other day, and then my father-in-law came again yesterday, and we messed around with some different things on the knotters and the needles, and we finally got it to where it's tying knots again. So let me show you some of the stuff that we did. Okay, so first off, we were getting a shear bolt every so often. You'd hear a thunk, and it's this needle safety latch. Whenever the needles were going back, this wasn't opening up fast enough. And that's partly because that's not the right spring, and it doesn't have hardly any tension on it at all. And this cam follower, I think, was too small, so we saw another guy on YouTube just wrap tape around it to make it bigger so that that opens up quicker. I've got a new spring coming, and then I've got a new cam follower coming, so we'll replace that and make it right so that that doesn't get any more shear bolts anymore. And then up here on the knotters, we're just trying to make everything match, and noticed here on the side, it's hard to see, this side wasn't sticking out as far as this side, and I kind of filed this side down a little bit because it's starting to have a sharp edge where I think the twine was getting hung up on. So we did that. I don't know if that helped anything. Also tightened this side spring because it was loose compared to this one. So that's just a couple things we did there with the knotters. But the needles, when I put these new needles on, this one here, I could get my hand under. Well, then we noticed later on, this one here was touching this guard plate down here on the bottom. So we adjusted that, and after we did that, it started tying knots on this side. So now, the issue is, we're making bales, but we're making banana bales. So there's too much hay on this side, and not enough on this side. So just looking at the clues that we have here on the baler, I took off this back plate, and these are the feeder tines. And if you'll notice, this one, there's paint on both sides. But on this one, look at that. It looks like it's moved. And that's what it says in the manual. If you want more hay on the left side, take the left tine and move it to the left. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to go ahead, loosen this up, and move it back to where that used to be. So the good thing is, now we have, we got good tight bales. So that's going good. Now we just need to make them more even. And I think we're going to be in business once we get this fixed. Okay, and there we go. So I'm going to go mow my grass now because I haven't done that for almost 2 weeks because I've been working on this every night. And then this afternoon, I still have some more, a little couple windrows out there, and we'll finish up and see if we can make a nice even bale now. All right, I got my mowing done, baler hooked up. Let's go try it. Okay, so when I started, this is the bale that came out, and as you can see, there's more down here at the bottom than up here on top of this side of the string. But as you come up, once it went through a couple bales, give me a second here. But as we came up to the next bale, after about 2 bales, this is the 3rd bale. Look at that. That's a lot better centered. And then if you look at that one's almost perfect down the center. So yeah, I think we fixed that problem. And then we fixed the tightness of the bales. We got them to just about the right size and the tightness that we want. So yeah, we got good tight bales now. The knotters are working right. We're not breaking shear bolts because of that needle safety latch. And then we got rid of the banana bale where there was too much hay on one side of the twine. So I'm gonna wait till it cools down a little bit and then go get the truck. There's only 14 bales left out here. We took 2 loads out of the truck bed last night, and we'll be able to fit the last 14 in there. But the next thing I'm going to be working on is the trailer, so that we don't have to use the truck or Dad's trailer anymore. So I hope you enjoyed these videos, and if you do, subscribe to the channel if you'd like. And until next time, thanks for watching.